Hello, my name is LaTroy Edwards, and today I will be sharing two stories from the website This I Believe that I believe are relevant to our course, African American Communications. The first is titled I Will Rise Above Judgment. The storyteller Trinity talks about how she has been subject to different stereotypes based on being African American. She talks about how in a location with her friends who are also African American were racially profiled, but at the same time her white counterparts were not. She also talks about how people state that she talks white, which is something we have talked about in this course before. She stated how being proper and educated is always seen as talking white when that's not the truth. I like her story because she states how these things might bother her and be judgmental, but it also helps her rise against the negativity and help her demonstrate and represent the positive in being African American. The second story I chose to read is Racism is Anti-Human Ideology, told by storyteller Lawrence. In his story, he talks about how traveling outside of the United States helps him see his potential and value while still being an African American man. He speaks about how growing up he felt he lived in a color-coded world where African Americans were only seen in a negative light. He states how he was limited to experiences and how he wanted to be lifted above his means and his skin color. Once traveling and experiencing different races and cultures, it helped him see the value in the delusion that race puts in our mind. He speaks of how racism is built on fear and ignorance. I think I found this story interesting because I have also traveled a lot myself, and I agree with some of the aspects. Not saying racism only exists in America, but I do think it is something that our country has been built on, and the reason why classes like this have to exist. I think American people are more privileged than most, causing delusion and division between races. In conclusion, the articles I read from the This I Believe website display about what we have learned so far in this class, talking about discrimination and stereotypes that African Americans face on a daily basis, but also speak of how they can and will be overcome in the future. Thank you.